Tom Selleck is a legendary actor known for his iconic roles and distinctive mustache. With a career spanning several decades, Selleck has made a significant impact on both television and film, becoming a household name. His work has not only entertained millions, but also influenced the landscape of American pop culture. Aside from his acting career, Selleck has also faced persistent rumors, including past controversies about his political affiliations and the sudden suspension of one of his classic works. In this video, we will explore the inspiring journey of Tom, from his beginnings as a struggling actor to his status as a beloved television star, and the reasons why the producers decided to end the series that made Tom Selleck famous. Blue Blood Cancellation. The Tom Selleck-led drama about a close-knit family of cops has been a mainstay on Friday nights for the past 14 years. When production resumed following the end of the writers' and actors' strikes, CBS announced that Blue Blood Season 14 would be the series' final year, leading to massive protests by devoted fans of the series. After 14 successful seasons, the show is coming to an end in December 2024. Blue Bloods remained one of CBS's top-rated shows, despite a slight dip in the ratings between Season 13 and Season 14. However, the series was more expensive to produce than other CBS shows. Blue Bloods is filmed on location in New York, which is more expensive than producing an LA-based show. Most of the actors in the series have been with it from the beginning, so keeping them on board likely means paying larger salaries than CBS would pay for a newer series. The cast and crew of Blue Bloods had agreed to a 25% pay cut ahead of Season 14 so that they could produce another season of the hit series. Unfortunately, it seems like this was not enough to offset production costs and get CBS to renew Blue Bloods for another year. CBS has recently canceled several other high-rated series, such as Bob Hart's Abishola and Young Sheldon, suggesting that the financial impact of the strikes forced the network to make tough decisions for financial reasons. Anyway, some believe that Blue Bloods deserved Season 15. Because of this, Blue Bloods continued to deliver some of CBS's highest ratings, most likely because it told different types of stories than other cop shows, which earned it a dedicated fan base. Over its 14-year run, the series produced close to 300 episodes. After 14 years, the series was still delivering high-quality stories that earned them high ratings. Blue Bloods was unique among cop dramas because of its emphasis on the family ties between the main characters, and that continued to draw in millions of viewers each week. The series also stood out from other similar dramas because of its approach to the various sides of delicate issues. Tom Selleck shared his reaction to the show's cancellation. He stated, "I'm kind of frustrated. During those last 8 shows, I haven't wanted to talk about an ending for Blue Bloods, but about it still being wildly successful." According to this actor, it is pretty frustrating, especially since there is still a lot more story to tell and a lot more relationships to dig into. He further proved that point by explaining that Blue Bloods ranked 9 out of 100 in the top 100 shows of 2023-2024. Additionally, the star shared his frustration at the timing and how people processed the show. He claimed that the show was programmed in the worst time slot, but it still did exceptionally well. Furthermore, Tom Selleck felt people took the show for granted. He stated, "My frustration is, the show was always taken for granted because it performed from the get-go." Tom Selleck also admitted that it is going to take time for him to get over the cancellation of Blue Bloods. He shared, "I remember after the weekend cease of the final episode shoot, I said, I've got to get to bed early tonight because I have to do my dialogue for Monday. Well, there was no Monday. It's just going to take a while." While we are sad about Tom's feeling of loss, we have no doubt that he will find another incredible opportunity. This 79-year-old has proven that he is far from the end of his career. We cannot wait to see what adventure awaits him next. While waiting for Tom Selleck's upcoming projects, let's take a look back at this actor's journey to conquering Hollywood. From nothing to everything. In his memoir, Selleck discloses that his road to success was not easy. He didn't hit the big time until his mid-30s, and Selleck himself called acting an accidental career. Born in Detroit in 1945, Tom Selleck's household consisted of his parents, 2 brothers, and a sister. The family moved to Los Angeles when Tom was 4. Living near Hollywood set up the accidental career that came along later in life. Selleck actually wanted to follow in the footsteps of his older brother, Bob, who pitched for the Los Angeles Dodgers. While still in college at the University of Southern California, Selleck earned some extra money by appearing in commercials. Then, in 1965, he found himself on The Dating Game, which brought him to the attention of 2 Hollywood studios. 20th Century Fox recruited him for a talent program that paid a bit more than $100 a week, which sounded astronomical to me, wrote Selleck in his memoir. I'd never had the slightest interest in acting, ever. He asked his father for advice, who said if his son didn't go for it, he might regret it later in life. Memorable early experiences included a deodorant commercial with Farrah Fawcett, a turn in a soap opera, plus bit parts in numerous shows. He made an appearance with Mae West in Myra Breckinridge. He was in 6 pilots that were never picked up. But then it was his recurring role as Lance White, a picture-perfect super detective in the Rockford Files with James Garner, that caught the attention of Magnum producers. When Magnum was being developed, Selleck followed the advice of his mentor, James Garner, that characters are a lot more interesting when they have some flaws. Selleck fought the powers that be to make Thomas Magnum rough around the edges, not the suave, polished James Bond-type character the studio envisioned. After Magnum, Selleck was offered the lead role in Baywatch, the NBC series about lifeguards, but turned it down because he didn't want to be known as a sex symbol. He starred in many movies following Magnum and a few television series, including Las Vegas. He even had a Broadway show. Tom Selleck has always worked hard to keep his private life private. He was married to the model Jacqueline Ray and adopted her son. In 1987, he secretly married Jilly Mack, just before Magnum started its final season. He had become smitten while watching her in a London production of Cats. The couple has 1 daughter. Selleck and Jilly Mack live on their 63-acre ranch near Thousand Oaks, California, formerly owned by Dean Martin. Selleck himself does a lot of the work on the spread. In an interview, he said, "So I like to get outside and work on the ranch, from fixing roads to clearing brush. I hate going to the gym. So sweating outdoors sure beats sitting on a stationary bike staring at my navel, and I work cheaper than anyone I could hire to do it." At 79 years old, with his love of ranch life that keeps him away from the prying eyes of Hollywood, and with nearly 60 years in front of the camera, one might wonder if Selleck contemplates retiring. But he told CBS correspondent Tracy Smith, "You just go to work and you do the work. And I have a lot of reverence for what I call the work, and I love it. And I'd like to keep doing it."